Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm giving you the download on how I grew my glutes from this to this. So let's get into it. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so we can grow our glutes together. So the first thing that I want to talk about is how many times a week that you should be training your glutes. At the beginning of my glutes journey, I thought that the more days a week that I trained my glutes, the more muscle would form, and this was really wrong. Like, I was training my glutes like 5 times a week. Like, every day I was in that gym, I didn't do any upper body days, I just did glutes. And this was really bad for my body because not only was I always tired and fatigued, but I was also not seeing any growth in my glutes. So rule number 1, always make sure that you're giving yourself enough break between training your glutes. So ideally you want to aim for 3 times maximum a week, and you want to be giving yourself at least 24 to 48 hours rest recovery between each time. So the second thing that I want to talk about is cardio, and I feel like this is really controversial of me and also slightly contradictory of me as well, because currently, if you know me, I am in my running bag. I love to run, I really enjoy it, and if you asked me like 2 years ago if I did cardio, I would have been like, hell no. But when I first started my glutes journey, I literally stopped doing all forms of cardio. And the reason being was because I just wasn't eating enough to be doing cardio. And I know that sounds stupid, but hear me out. So in order to grow your glutes, you need to be in a calorie surplus. So this means that your intake should be more than your energy expenditure. So basically, everyone has like a maintenance, and this is how much calories that you should be eating depending on how much you move your body. So for me, back when I started my glutes journey, I wasn't eating enough calories, yet alone enough to be doing cardio. So I completely cut out cardio, and then I noticed that the calories that I were eating were starting to stay, which was good because that's what I needed. The next thing that I want to talk about is the exercises that you should be doing in order to grow your glutes. So I know there's a lot of things online that say, oh, you should always stick to a plan, blah 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 blah. But for me, I think it's really important that you find the exercises that work for you, because for example, some people are quad dominant and some people are glute dominant. So I would say I'm more glute dominant, meaning that when I do perform a lot of exercises, I feel it more in my glutes, and the results are more in my glutes than in my quads. Whereas some people feel exercises more in their quads, no matter how many glute exercises that they do. So I think it's important to understand your body and know what exercises work for you and which ones don't. This is literally just a trial and error process. So you're going to go through a phase of trying different workouts to see how your body responds to it. These are the exercises that I found helped me to grow my glutes. I would always start off with my compound movement, which was hip thrust or any type of thrusting movement, and then I would go into my Romanian deadlifts. So this would just target the glutes in a stretched position and just really gives you that deep muscle engagement. Then followed by that, I would go into cable kickbacks. So this would really isolate the glutes in a shortened position, making sure that my reps were slow and controlled. After that, I would go into reverse lunges and also with some abductions. So abductions for me, these are really good because they target your glute medius, and they are still part of my workout routine till today. And it just really helps to shape and lift the side glutes. And the next thing that I want to talk about is nutrition. Okay, so nutrition is so important when trying to grow your glutes. So ideally you want to prioritize a slight calorie surplus, because this just gives your body the energy that it needs to build more muscle. And in terms of meals, you want to aim for high protein meals to support recovery and growth. So for example, focus on whole nutrient dense foods like lean meats, eggs, oats, rice, sweet potatoes, and etc., because this is going to fuel intense lower body training. But the most important thing to remember here is that consistency in both eating and lifting is key for glute gains. And that is a wrap for today's video. I hope you found it useful. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys on Sunday for another video.